All right, guys. Hey, we're glad you're here. Let's get right to it. I'm going to be honest. I got a lot tonight. Don't let that scare you. But we're going to move fast. So grab on, hang on, hold tight. And we're going to have fun, I promise. So here's the question. Many of you have seen on Facebook. Many of you have seen on Twitter. Many of you have heard from your friends. Many of you have asked me, what in the world does Twilight have anything to do with underground or God or anything even in that realm? And the honest answer would be this. Nothing. It has nothing to do with it. So for those of you looking for a godly answer, you will be disappointed. But I do want to tell you this. Most of us in this room, if we're female, guys, just hang on. We love us some Jacob, right? If we could be honest, do a little hoorah there. We love us some Jacob. But we also love us some what? Some Edward, right? We got some glittering girls in the crowd tonight. Yes, we love us some Jacob. Why? Because Jacob is cute, right? Okay, sorry, he's hot. My bad. He's electrifying. There's something about Jacob that just, girls, guys, I know, hang on. But here's the thing. There's something about Edward that grabs all of you. And you wouldn't admit it, some of you in public, because you're Team Jacob fans. But the truth is, there's something about Edward that draws us in. You want to know what it is? I'll tell you. It is abstinence. Think about that. What does Bella want? If you've never seen the movie, just bear with me. I promise this is only the intro. What does Bella want? She wants to become a vampire. She wants to be like him. What does he want? Her to stay the same. Her to have a future. Her to have a life not like his. What does that look like? Every moment in the movie where they get close and they begin to kiss and they begin to build up this heavy moment, what happens? He pushes her away. Oh, it's beautiful. You know why? Because it is the example of abstinence in sex. Ladies, you love it because you want a man like that will say, no, baby, let's wait. I love you enough to wait. Here's my problem with that. And it's true. Understand, I'm not making that up. It's true. The writer on purpose did that. She purposely wrote this story with that little twist that you would see what it's like and how beautiful it is to not have sex and to save it for marriage. The twist is, though, I'm just throwing in my disclaimer here. Little girls and even girls our age see this movie and they think that's how guys are going to be. They will be like that. We will get in that moment and I will want to just kiss, and they will go, no. You wait because I love you. You are precious. We will wait until marriage. Now, why are we laughing? Because we know that's not how it works, is it? Some guys, yes, some guys. But the truth is, most guys aren't like that. We're not all evil, but that's the truth. And so tonight we're going to take this hit movie with an underlined, actually not so bad theme. And we're going to use it to springboard us into a very serious topic. I'm going to talk about sex. First thing you need to know before we go any further is you must understand that God has required us as believers to not have sex until we are married. 1 Thessalonians 4:3, it says, God's will for you is to be holy. So stay away from all sexual sin. Then each of you will control his own body and live in holiness and honor, not in lustful passion like the pagans, the people, the unbelievers who do not know God and his ways. God did not create sex as this gift, this beautiful gift that he wrapped up with glittering wrapping paper and bows and all that stuff. Just bear with me. And he didn't give it to you, put it on the table in front of you at Christmas or your birthday and say, hey, this is my gift to you. Don't open it. Have fun. Bye. He didn't do that. But some of us think that, don't we? We go, why would he give me something and I cannot wait for some 30 years, some not so long? But why? Why would he do that to me? Well, the truth is you're looking at it in the wrong way. See, God gave us the gift of sex, and he put it in the terms of, I am giving you something special and sacred and beautiful, and I want you to protect it. I don't want to keep it from you. I want you to protect it for when that moment comes. You will experience it with your husband, and it will be beautiful. So God has required us. He has asked us to wait, to refrain from, let me rephrase it. He did not ask. He told us to refrain from sex until marriage. Here's the phrase I want to say tonight, and I hope it sticks in your head. Our bodies can be beautiful, sacred places of worship to God, or they can be used and dirty places of worship to Satan. How can I say that? Because our faith believes that if you don't worship God, there's nothing else. You're worshiping Satan. Period. And so if your bodies aren't being holy and honoring God, guess what? The only thing you're honoring is Satan. We must get that. Verse 1. Here we go. In the spring, when kings marched out to war, David sent Joab and his officers and all Israel. They destroyed the Ammonites and besieged Rabbah, but David remained in Jerusalem. David remained in Jerusalem. Point 1. We cannot be in the wrong place at the wrong time. David should have been at war. It was the springtime, meaning that it had started to warm up, and this is when armies were forming together and marching out to do their duties. David, as the king, should have been with them. Now, he wasn't expected to fight, but he should have been there for moral support. He should have been there strategizing and pulling all these things together. But instead, what was he doing? He was back home, hanging out. Bathsheba, she was in the right place at the wrong time. Okay? Back then, the way showers worked, I know it's hard to believe, they didn't have running water. And so water just didn't come out of nowhere, which is what we think happens. It didn't work that way. And so they would put tubs on top of their houses to collect all the rainwater, and then they'd use the rainwater to take showers. So she wasn't in the wrong place. She was there at the wrong time. And she needed a shower curtain. Right? She wasn't wrong for showering. It was bad timing. But ladies, we have to be careful. Either way, they were both in the wrong place or in the wrong time. The world has convinced us that cohabitation, that living together is okay. When you are not married, that's what cohabitation means. Guys, let me tell you something. I'm going to be perfectly clear. It is not okay. And God did not set this world in motion and put you on this earth to participate in that behavior. Period. None of us. He didn't do that. It's called playing house. And here's why. I'm just going to be honest. We're going to cut to the chase. This is why this doesn't work. Guys, when we are dating, we are supposed to be building up the love for each other, not the lust. We're supposed to be growing with each other, learning about each other, understanding what we like, what we don't like, what is working, what isn't working, understand how this relationship is going to work. How are we going to make it through the bickering and the fighting that sometimes will happen, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a little. This is the time that we grow together and start to understand each other. But what some of us do is we jump into the bed, or in an edited version, we jump into the house together.